From VTV Channel 6 Studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Thanks for joining us. This program is brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center. Here in the studio, we have Chris Smith and Evan Baker from the Western Heritage Museum. Welcome, you two.
Well, thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about what this museum is. Some people may be new to the area, don't know about it. Some people who are old to the area maybe could use a little refresher and find out what's going on there. What's happening right now at the museum?
Well, right now we have a quilt show going on. It's our 16th annual quilt show, and it will be running through the 23rd of the month. And just a couple of samples here. Yeah, we brought a couple of samples that we took off the wall to kind of show. We have 56 quilts. These this year are done by the Quilters on the Edge Quilt Guild. This one happens to be done by Robin Croyton. And then here's one that's a little bit brighter and not as traditional, I would say. And this one here was done by Linda Cochran. These are just a representation of what you would see if you come into our Western Heritage Museum.
Now, how many again did you say?
56 quilts.
56 quilts all over the place.
All over, yes.
So the place is nice and warm and very colorful right now.
It is.
The quilt show is one of our best attended shows through the year.
And you said it's the which annual?
It's our 16th
the
annual.
16th annual. And how long will we expect to see quilts there?
Up until the 23rd of this month.
The 23rd of August, so hurry and come down. Now, speaking of which, where is the Western Heritage Museum?
Western Heritage Museum is located at 328 East, 200 South, down there at the Western Park Complex.
Right.
And as you go in the main gate and turn to your left where the red brick building, you can see the outdoor equipment area that's part of the exhibits. And
the old farm equipment and
the
things
old
like
farm
that right
equipment,
outside?
yes.
And how much does it cost to get into the museum? What is the admission?
Absolutely nothing.
Your signature
Free?
on our guest list.
Yeah, signature is all.
Well, that's wonderful. It's always nice to hear about the free things that are around here. Huh?
We do have a nice sized donation jar if they wish.
You'll take some donations.
We'll take
We will take
donations.
donations.
But the museum is part of Uena County government and is funded by the county and therefore is available free to the public, both the local public and the tourists coming in from the outside.
You know, I think that's a good reminder. I've been there many times myself, but I think I had forgotten that there was no admission. So that's a good reminder for everyone. It was a good reminder for me anyway. What else might we see when we come into the museum? You're always getting things, right? It's
We're
a
always
growing
getting
collection.
Things. It is a growing collection, and you know, for example, this is an item that we had come in recently. Actually, still works. The family that donated this, Pat and Bruce Brown, said they actually plugged it in and it still worked. I looked at the wiring and I thought, I'm glad that was them and not us. But this is a bar mixer. But we are constantly receiving new donations, and we're working to get them out. The museum covers the history of the area. It's representative of the people that founded this area, the items that they used. We have an extensive collection of Indian artifacts. Was part of the Thorn collection in the old Thorn studio.
Right.
Arrowheads and baskets. I mean, you name it. Leo Thorn collected. He was an amateur archaeologist, and he collected many items.
And these are Fremont pieces. Is that what they? When you say
for the majority, it's Fremont. Yes.
So these are really, really old pieces.
Another item that we're really very proud of is the 2 full showcases of Ute Indian beadwork that was donated to us by the Pickup family. They ran the mercantile store in Brandlett, and it's just amazing.
They ended up your way.
Yes.
Now, do you have so much that you can't have it all out all the time? Do you circulate it sometimes, or is it all out?
Actually, right now, majority of it is out. We don't have that much storage space, and so it's on display.
It's on display.
It is. Many themed areas. We have a country kitchen area. We have a photography studio area.
Mr. Thorne's photography studio.
Mr. Thorne's. So his equipment is there. Oh, wonderful! I didn't realize.
Blacksmith themed area, country store themed area.
Do you have a prized possession down there?
Oh,
Well, a lot of them.
what day?
Yes, what
All right, I'm going to
day?
give you a
and-
chance to think about this for a second. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll ask you what your favorite item in the museum is. All right, we'll be right back with more Local Point here on VTV Channel 6. But first, here's a word from our sponsor, Ashley Regional Medical Center.
Ashley Regional Medical Center supports the local community, from the Uinta High sports programs to the Relay for Life and the Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo. We work together to make our community a healthy and beneficial place to live.
Quality care with a personal touch. Ashley Regional Medical Center.
Welcome back to Local Point. Here in the studio, we have Chris Smith and Evan Baker from the Western Heritage Museum. And before we get to that question that I asked before the break, we talked about where the museum is located now, and that there is no admission.
Correct.
But there's donations, always accepted. When are you open?
We're open.
When can we get there?
Okay. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. and then on Saturdays from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Those are our summer hours, and that's between Memorial Day and Labor Day.
All right, so longer than regular business hours. There
We
for a
hope.
long time, huh? Now Saturday, tell me one more time. Saturday, it's different
10
hours.
a.m.
It's
till 4 p.m.
10 to 4, a little bit shorter. Not open on Sunday, and in the winter, the hours are shorter?
Yes, winter we're open from 9 till 5, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 10 to 2.
Year-round, you're open 6
Yes.
Yes,
days
we
a
are.
week, though, so that's
Other
there's
than
always
Sundays and
opportunity.
major holidays.
And I imagine that you're listed in the regular phone book if someone wanted to call ahead and make sure of the
yes.
hours and,
Oh, yes.
and that kind of thing. All right, so I asked you before we went to the break if you had a favorite thing in the museum. Let's find out. See if they do. Evan?
Well, I think one of the things that I've been excited about was the piano cased organ that we had donated. And parlor organs were used to be the thing you'd have in your house, and then people started going to pianos, and so the organ business, in order to try and regain their business, started to case the organs in piano cases, and they look like a piano, but it's actually a pump organ.
It actually is. So pump meaning
With your feet, you pump
All
the
right.
pedals,
With the pedals.
but it looks like a regular piano.
what's your favorite thing in there?
Oh, I mentioned that the Indian beadwork.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I could tell when you mentioned that.
It was
that
like
that
it was like a Christmas morning when we got that donation given to us, and the beadwork, the time and the skill, and
Is
the
it-
different items. It's just fantastic.
fantastic. That is one of the beautiful things that
Yes.
comes from the Ute Indian culture, the beadwork. All right, now we talked about some of the artifacts and things that we see there, but certainly when the quilt show is over, there must be something else
Oh, we have
coming.
we have a different art show each month, and next
The
month
walls won't be bare when the quilts
No.
are taken
Oh,
down.
no.
no, because it gets really quiet in there when the art shows go down.
Now you said every month.
Every month.
Every month there's a different show. So you shouldn't just go like I have once every year.
No, you
or
need to
so.
come down
need
every
you
month
could
and see what
come
we
every
got
month
going.
and see something new.
Next month we'll be having a colonial and Western folk art, and a lot of the peoples that like to do the rendezvous
Mountain Man kind
mountain
of
man
things we
type
see.
of thing, it would be somewhat like that,
As well as
like a
early
living
colonial.
history event, beadwork, quill work, finger weavings, leatherwork, parfletch.
And
So
you won't
that'll
believe
be
this,
that'll be
we're
interesting.
almost out of time, and I want to mention a few more things. But if they want to find out more what's coming up, they can call or come down to the museum. They ought to do that anyway and see what's going
Website.
to come up next month.
County
All
website.
right. Now you've got this little book here in your lap. Let's mention this here quickly in our last few
Yes,
seconds.
this is the Jensen history book that was done by Isla Cowan a number of years ago. And we do have copies of this that can be purchased. But what we're doing right now is we have a number of people helping us, and we're trying to index it so that you can use that index to locate the people that are in here. And it's just full of photographs and names, and this
A lot of
will
history
really
that you
make
could really
it available.
only get out of this book at this
Right.
point.
Right. And so we've got a number of people helping us and hope to have an index available.
Well, you're busy, and there are all kinds of things going on there, and we could have filled 3 more shows with everything that's going on. It's been a pleasure having both of you here today.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I hope the museum is full of people and our viewers. We appreciate you for watching us here on Local Point on VTV Channel 6. For more information on this program, you can visit our website, www.vernal.tv. Please join us next time.